From once being called the future of boxing to some even saying the next Floyd Mayweather, something that today would just make you laugh. Adrien Broner, once looking very promising, looking to be the next big star in the sport, is now more known for his clips outside of the ring instead of anything he did inside the ring. Today, at only 34 years old, he is facing the question, is it time to retire? Like I mentioned starting off this video, Adrien Broner showed a very promising future with his talent and hunger to become another great in the sport. He managed to build a record of 27 wins with 0 losses, with wins over guys like Vicente Martin Rodriguez to capture the vacant WBO super featherweight title back in 2011. Then just 1 year later, he would end up moving to lightweight 135, capture his second world title, this time by defeating Antonio DeMarco to get the green WBC belt. Keeping up this momentum in 2013, Broner saw himself become a champion at a third weight class, welterweight, by defeating Paulie Malignaggi for his WBA welterweight title, which after the bout, it had a very funny post-interview.
I'm good. I beat Paulie. I left with his belt and his girl. Hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get lazy.
That victory over Paulie seemed to be the moment where everything started to go downhill. During this time, Broner was having trouble with the law, going out and partying, drinking, and going out and doing live performances of his own rap songs. To many, Broner was having trouble focusing on the main thing that got him here, which was boxing. Trying to be these other things that he's not, instead of prioritizing boxing, would end up costing him later on. December 14, 2013, Adrien Broner would face dangerous contender Marcos Maidana, where Broner was the huge favorite coming in, but that didn't matter because he ended up getting punished and embarrassed by Maidana, who beat the brains out of Broner, dropping him 2 times during the fight. This was all after a very cocky start by Broner, where you would end up getting to see Maidana get his get back later on in the fight, and ended up taking Adrien Broner's belt after a unanimous decision victory. The beating that Adrien Broner took was bad enough that he needed to be assisted out of the ring to his locker room, which later on became a meme. He would go on and get 3 more wins after that crushing defeat before losing again to Sean Porter in 2015 to later bounce back against Khabib. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but he would end up winning his 4th world title at his 4th weight class, winning 2 more times before running into 3 division world champion Mikey Garcia, losing for the 3rd time in his career.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And once again go on, and this time he would get a controversial draw against Jesse Vargas. Things weren't looking great for Adrien Broner, losing his undefeated record that before this was the key to constantly compare himself to Floyd Money Mayweather, but now that that was gone, he was going to have to side with the whole act altogether. Almost a year later, Adrien Broner would end up seeing himself taking on one of the legends of the sport, boxing's only 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, who at the time was basically 40 years old, way past his prime. Pacquiao came in and whooped Broner, looking like a very young, in his prime Manny Pacquiao, which in my opinion just kind of showed that Broner was just never really as good as many people made him out to be, if his previous losses haven't already made that clear. Yes, Adrien Broner had talent and some skills coming up, but you could see that every time he would step up to that extra level, he would end up losing. And before his matchup versus Manny Pacquiao, Manny was coming off a bad performance versus Jeff Horn, which that show had a lot of people questioning, does Pacquiao still have it, and has Father Time finally caught up to him? But against Adrien Broner, he looked like his old self,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
styling on a 29-year-old in his prime Adrien Broner. That would be his 4th loss for the WBA welterweight title.
Y'all got me fucked up.
Even after getting whooped by Manny Pacquiao, Broner decided to stick around and continue fighting, as he would take Giovanni Santiago to a unanimous decision victory. Right after that, he would go missing for around 2 years, then make his return after signing to the infamous Don King around mid-2023, getting only 1 fight that year against Bill Hutchinson, who people later found out was a lawyer on the side. So that obviously got Adrien Broner trolled online because he went the distance with this guy, and actually the guy hasn't even fought ever since that loss, so he's maybe out there taking some other cases. I don't know, but like I mentioned, Adrien Broner would only take 1 fight that year, but still stayed somewhat relevant due to clips of him going viral, doing something non-boxing related, like when he went on a podcast and people instantly realized how not okay Adrien Broner was, showing up seemingly very drunk, that even the podcasters themselves got backlash from the fans, saying how could they be okay filming with Broner, seeing the type of state he was in at the moment. The boxing community would ask Broner to get some help after that, so Broner kind of went away for some time, but ended up returning, announcing his second fight under Don King Promotions, something that nobody asked for, because at this point where Adrien Broner's career was going was very unclear. You could see the pattern because he would fight once, then go away for like a year or two, so people were kind of surprised that Adrien Broner was still around trying to fight.
Trying to bag me on an Instagram live is crazy. Like, dead ass. Get the on. Okay? Go on the okay? I'm not interested.
Got a lot of people to troll Adrien Broner for getting rejected like that, but was also a way that got people interested into what he had going on, which was that fight announced to be taking place June 7th against Blair Cobs. Now, Broner and Cobs had this fight kind of set up to decide the future of their careers, mainly Broner's, as many people were saying that if he lost to a guy like Cobs, a quote-unquote clown, a 30-year-old prospect, it would just be an embarrassment to Adrien Broner's legacy, and that it would also be a sign that it's time to hang him up for good. Getting closer to fight day, Broner was seen hanging around Blair Cobs at the gym working out, which had some fans questioning if this whole show was even legit, or was it just a troll to get people to pay, with them not actually taking it serious.
I will prove to you
when
that
have you ever been a champion?
Are not going to be a champion. Blair
I'm in the
Flair's
books
here,
for life,
and
man.
Blair Flair's
When
gonna
have you
take-
ever been a champion?
Thank you for getting
When have
there
you
first.
ever been a champion,
Now,
man?
guess what? Now it's my turn.
Trending alongside his homie Gervonta Davis. He appeared to be in a very serious mode, as both of them do have fight dates very close to each other, just 1 week apart, and actually showing up to the press conference, as in the past he has had fight announcements that just ended up getting canceled like I mentioned previously, so this was also a good sign that it was going to go down. Here at the press conference, Broner once again showed that one thing that he was very known for outside of the ring, which was his trash talk, trashing Cobs and even making some like threats.
Don't play no games, cause my niggas got guns with them, bro. And I'm dead serious, bro. And all I gotta do is point and they gon' blow. And I'm dead serious, bro. And me and my nigga, we done already beat bodies and they still looking for me. Playing, I'm down there, I will smack the shit out you, my nigga. I'm dead serious, motherfucker, shoot you in your shit.
Thing I do find funny here is that the event altogether looks very low quality. As Adrien Broner's out here talking, you can barely see him because of the lighting. Even the poster they used for this event looks so low quality. Like, who did they hire to make this, and why do they still have a job? Anyways, fight night comes and Broner just looks so out of place. Like, I'll say Blair Cobs isn't even that good whatsoever, but here against Adrien Broner, he's just making it look very easy, letting go of 5 to 6 punches and getting only one very slow jab by Adrien Broner. Broner in the first round did a lot more posing than actual fighting, getting himself dropped by a nice overhand left from Mr. Blair Cobs, and actually losing some of his teeth in the process, getting up and letting Blair Cobs completely dominate him for the rest of the fight. I just think this answered the question everyone was asking: does Adrien Broner still have it? I think this was a nail in the coffin for many people asking that. All that drinking and partying he was doing for many years, including all that inactivity between fights, is showing to have broken him down and separating him more from his idol Floyd Mayweather, who was really known for working hard, taking care of himself 24/7, and fighting professionally until he was 40 years old. Even at 47, he's still out here doing exhibitions. Broner himself is only 34 years old, and the fact that there's many fighters out here at that age fighting at a very high level, and Broner's out here struggling against guys like Blair Cobs, and his body showing signs that it's time to retire. I just don't really know what else Broner could do besides retiring. After losing to Blair Cobs, it seems that no big name would want to fight him because they know he's just a waste of time. While I'm recording this video, Broner has made a post talking about his future, so it seems that he himself isn't planning to retire anytime soon, but we'll have to wait and see if that's true or not. I do want to hear from you guys what's next for Adrien Broner, and if this is the first time you're watching this channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.